All right. Something that definitely can't stay out of the news. Every single time I look for articles and stuff like that, everything always constantly has to mention something about
Kanye.
vaccines.
Oh.
No, not Kanye. And it's Ye technically, which is funny.
Yeah.
But vaccines.
Sounds like a Filipino lady to me. Vaccine.
Francine. Fucking Francine, dude.
Vaccine.
So to catch Steve up, this is one of the first shows where we get to hang out with Anthony after we've already been on tour in Australia. And so this is what going from, I used to view Anthony as a 6-letter word that starts with the F. But then through the...
Funny.
But then through the tour, oh, this guy's kind of cool. And then on this tour, on this show, this is when we really bonded. And so me and Gio were being managed by Gio at the time. So anytime there's any like transportation issues or show issues, we call her, boom, it's done. Like tech writer, whatever we need, all that stuff, right? Anthony, why did we have to leave early or what was it?
We had to switch a flight because some shit got delayed or something got happened.
He didn't have someone. So he was just on the phone.
That's his nice way of saying I managed myself.
He managed himself over and over, and he just keeps getting the runaround. And it was this Filipino lady who doesn't even know how to speak English.
Like at a call center, you know, one of those call centers that's just not even in America.
And we just coined her Francine, because literally the whole time we're in the car, like our shit got taken care of in like 5 minutes. How long did it take you to?
I was on hold for like 3 hours, so like our entire tour around the campus, it was like Stanford or some shit like that. Like I'm like still on the phone talking to Francine, who fucking can't help me. And like literally they had their whole thing taken care of, and even Gio's like, yeah, you just asked for this, and I got flight credits, and then they booked the next flight. I'm like, my friend just got flight credits for you guys.
I understand your frustration, sir. You know what it sounded like? She was just reading off of a script and not listening to you.
Love it. Like the whole protocol, like, did you unplug the modem? Like, no shit, bitch, that's what I'm calling you.
I fucking hate that shit.
No shit.
I did everything I could, that's why I'm calling
And they
you.
ask you like, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That's how they ask
Do
you.
you think I wanted to call you? How about that? Do you think I wanted to sit on hold for 45 minutes before you pick up? No, I tried to reset the router already. Believe it or not. I swear to God I did.
I love the seriousness.
my due diligence.
Yeah.
But honestly, I learned a lot about the power of a Gio on that trip. That's
That was where Francine comes from. The Filipino lady that didn't want to budge.
So speaking of vaccines, like I said, there's vaccines everywhere. I'm always randomly looking up stuff, and then I read this article title, and I fucking got intrigued. It says, brothel offers people 30 minutes with the lady of their choice in exchange for a COVID jab.
Damn, I already got my fucking vaccine though.
I didn't know that was real. I thought that was a fake
But you need a booster.
I got a boosty.
Oh, where?
You just gotta go to Vienna. That's all.
Oh man, that's far,
Austria?
bro. I didn't even know they had brothels there. That's crazy.
Talking about brothels everywhere, right?
Legal?
I didn't know.
I don't know about
I
legal.
don't know which places have it legal or not.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Except Amsterdam, because of the red light district.
Yeah.
That one.
Amsterdam.
A brothel in Vienna is offering customers 30 minutes with a lady of their choice in exchange for getting the coronavirus vaccine, right? So, other places obviously have been enticing people to get jabbed with like free beer. We've heard about things like Krispy Kremes and donuts and stuff like that. Even gym memberships are being offered to people.
The longer you hold out, the better the deal gets.
Yeah, it sounds like we're about to get houses soon.
Damn, it started with donuts.
That's actually kind of true.
But what does the brothel get in return for giving 30 minutes of time for the vaccine?
Money, maybe?
How much do you think they're getting?
I would. Well, the thing is, ultimately, some places that don't have vaccinated people, depending on like city, county, or state, or country, or whatever, like if you, some places have to shut down if, in terms of like being able to be open for places if they have vaccine mandates. So let's say, for example, like I'm a down the street brothel and I'm not enforcing any concept of vaccine, maybe they're just gonna shut my business down.
Oh, I see.
Or saying like, hey, if you're not vaccinated, you can't go into a closed business establishment, like an actual building.
That's the incentive then.
Yeah, so the incentive is not necessarily like, what are we giving the girls? It's more like, if the girls even want to work, they might need to give up 30 minutes to make sure these people are vaccinated, to make sure they can continue. Because nobody's going to come in there for 30 minutes and then like, they'll probably buy at least another 30, right?
Yeah, maybe 30 minutes is like too short.
You gotta get the customer in the door, you know?
But wait, you go in there and you're not vaxxed, and then you fuck the chick and you don't have the vaccination, right?
You
and
get
then
it
you get
there?
it after. Yeah, what the fuck?
Get it during.
I think you get the jab there.
You get the jab and then you get to fuck the girl.
That's hilarious.
But even if that happens, it doesn't even make any
Still not
fucking sense.
protected, right?
Yeah, right.
Or the guy's gonna have flu-like symptoms while he's
That's what I'm saying. What if
he's gonna be like, like
chick's in the worst position of all?
Yeah, dude. Clammy hands, dude. Oh god.
you get a vaccination and you get a chlamydias.
True.
Come in with a vaccination, leave
How
with a
many vaccines are you allowed to get?
That's a good deal, man.
When I get there, get the flu vaccine.
Follow up is 16 people have OD'd on the coronavirus vaccine at this brothel in the last.
Titus, I just get all of them.
Yeah, dude, get my mumps vaccine.
That's crazy. That's how it works. Do they give it to you before you go in or after? It doesn't say.
I'm not exactly sure of the logistics of when you get administered.
Can they do anal? Does it say that?
Oh, can you get a shot in their butt?
Fucking day. Dude.
But those are the logistics we
The
want.
questions you get in that chair is like fucking absurd.
Tell us.
What kind of hats are they wearing when they walk?
That's the best, man.
Can you ask the chief editor if they do anal or not?
Let me type that into the forum question
or else
chat
we can't
box.
move on, man.
200-word count.
Yeah, what does that 30 minutes consist of?
15 minutes of sweet talking, 15 minutes of saying bye.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Right? That's kind of how it usually goes. It says the venue, which bills itself as a sex star sauna club, said, due to the pandemic, we have registered a 50% decrease in clients. With this initiative, we hope that the number of customers will rise again. So the manager of, one of these brothels, like I said that there was a way that the brothel could help with Austria's vaccination problem after seeing an overlap between the client base and the unjabbed. He said basically...
Hold on. Someone's knocking on the door.
They said that they noticed that a brothel could help with Austria's vaccination problem after seeing an overlap between the client base and the unjabbed. And he said, basically, I was looking at the statistics, and I read that we need like 70 to 75% for us to reach herd immunity, but we currently are only at 63%. And then I noticed in the statistics that very many men with a migration background virtually refuse vaccination or don't even know that you can be vaccinated. So really the issue is men.
So the whoremongers are the unvaccinated.
And they're the ones spreading it.
So yeah, they're specifically targeting the whoremongers.
Yeah, they literally said, and since we are actually reaching this target group, we decided to set up a vaccination clinic at the brothel.
Dude, so these cats are like, they come in there and they're like, we talking about vaccine for what? What the hell's going on?
What do you mean? COVID what?
What the hell are you guys talking about?
They had no
What are
idea.
you talking about? Like, hey, you can't have a lap dance without... Fuck it, give it to me.
Yeah. It's like, hey, TLDR, tell me what the fuck's going on quickly.
Compress it.
Where the fuck they been? Just in their room and fucking hookers every single week?
Brothel and home.
I know,
over and
that's
over.
all.
Don't all these incentives make just the whole vaccine topic feel really weird though? It's like the whole world is bending like weirdly around this whole conversation.
Shouldn't make it look like a rabbit trap.
Okay.
Like I think, you know?
Yeah.
So what's the incentive that gets you vaccinated, Bart? What do you think they would give that's like realistic?
I think ideally you would want to put out as much information as possible.
No information.
And then you just let people.
What is the bribe?
What is the bribe?
What is the bribe? My bribe was getting my ass into Hawaii because every single time I go, I gotta pay $150 for a test.
That's a good deal. That's a good deal.
And then I spent over $500 already just doing COVID tests to get to Hawaii.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Europe's or Berlin's 2G rule for vaccines?
2G?
What does that mean?
They thought 5G gave people fucking corona.
No. I think they just call it a 2G COVID-19 2G rule. But basically, it was a decision that just happened yesterday, actually, talking about how from Monday onwards, only people who are vaccinated against or who have recovered from COVID-19 will have access to restaurants, cinemas, theaters, museums, or galleries, for example.
That's cool. They have natural immunity in
That's
there.
pretty cool, yeah.
That's what I don't understand is like in other countries you can get the immunity card once you've, once you get COVID or whatever, and it lasts for like 3 months.
Are people still getting like antibody tests like pretty frequently?
I've seen that.
Because I don't really hear much about it. Because my buddy was like, he is he's not really in trouble, but at his job he has to get the vaccine to be able to still work. But he was saying that like, hey, I got I got COVID before. Is there a way I could, check my natural immunity and let that pass? But
Yeah.
nothing.
They don't take it.
Nothing. But he also did get it in last November. So I'm like, hey man, I don't know.
Different generation. of
3 months, dude.
That is a different generation of COVID.
No new strains.
That's old school shit.
That's not even Delta, dude. That's Alpha right there.
There's already been like
That's fucking Alpha variant.
If you do get natural immunity, it is supposed to be more well adapted for future variants, though.
that's optimistic.
No, that's scientifically is what they said.
It's like a 0.001 chance or some shit. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, we could all go to Vienna for our next JK trip.
I think we have to get the vaccine.
You should get it.
I
Vienna's
legit.
dope, dude. It's like a German Paris.
Yeah.
I like Vienna without the filth. It's like German Paris without the.
If you call this filth, I like it with the filth.
I vote Amsterdam.
I like
Because
Amsterdam too.
I've been and it's fun as fuck.
Amsterdam's pretty awesome.
Yo, we could just go to a fucking coffee shop and like smoke and then walk around.
Yeah.
And
And
window
the first
shop.
time I discovered a space cake was when I was studying abroad in like 2007, and then I had a space cake, which is just like a muffin. It was my first time. And then I went back to my hostel. This is when you had to pay like 18 euros for a hostel because you couldn't afford anything. There's like 6 other beds there with lockers. And then I lied on my bed and I was sinking forever, right? And by the time I stopped singing, I got up and then like 4 hours had passed.
Damn, you just went backward. You were in a big old fucking Tempur-Pedic bed.
Wow.
Yeah, honestly,
The Tempur-Pedic bed went to China, huh?
It was really just a hostel that looked dirty as fuck.
Maybe you're just in a waterbed.
It was never a hallucination. It was just real literal.
I was just sinking.